Today we're serving Succotash. Not just because it's fun to say, but it tastes great and it's easy to make. We're doing it with salmon and a zucchini recipe inspired by a TikTok trend. My guest today is returning chef and friend, Narvaez from Cellars in Tampa, and he says Succotash should be on everyone's recipe rotation. I also love that Chef Jay has paired his take on Succotash with salmon and zucchini boats, and you share a common thread with me on this one here. You found a trend on TikTok.
As seen on TikTok.
As seen on TikTok.
As seen on TikTok.
All right, so you're already kind of getting started on this.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to jump ahead of you.
Hey, like you just take the lead on this one here. So what have you done so far?
So first thing we're going to do is we're going to snip the tips off the zucchini.
Okay.
Take them off, cut them in about 2 to 3 inch segments, just like that. Nice down the middle, and then you're going to cut them to expose the flesh on the bottom.
Okay.
Just like that. So those are your boats. And then what we're going to do is to score.
Walk me through this here. What are you going to do to score it?
So small knife and very gently just put a small slit into the flesh. You don't want to go all the way down. You don't want to cut it. You just want to give it a small slit to, as they say, open it up.
And when you're opening it up, that's so that way it could take on more seasoning and just whatever levels of enhancement of flavor you're bringing in?
That's correct. It's going to be twofer. So we're going to season this with salt and pepper. And because we open the flesh up and expose the inside, it's actually the seasoning is going to retract water from the vegetables. So when we do put it on the pan to sear it, we get that much more of a better crust.
And that's going to be all that beautiful golden brown that you're looking for, because you can see that diamond pattern here. That's all for that presentation.
Yes, sir. So we're just going to do a couple of these zucchini boats, as seen on TikTok. And again, you don't want to go too deep, not as deep as the Hasselback potato, just enough to get it open. And then when you have that, like you said, you have that pretty diamond pattern. So
yeah, you're not going deep at all. You're not even going like you're going maybe a quarter of the way through, if that.
If that, probably less. You literally just want to break the skin and just have enough to get your lines in there so your seasoning can fall through the cracks and the water can come out.
Love that.
So we're just very gently turn it, make it easy on you.
To grab Chef Jay's recipe for his triple S dinner of salmon, succotash, and squash, well, zucchini boats, go to dinnerdeeas.com or get your phone and open the camera app, point at the TV, and the QR code we have in the corner will make a link pop right up.
And then you just season it with a little salt and pepper.
And that's it. You're going just dry on that. You're not putting any oil yet onto the surface of the zucchini. It's just the salt and the pepper mixing to pull all that water out.
To pull all of the water out, and then when it's time to cook, a little oil in the pan, sear it, and the oil is going to evaporate and give it a nice charred, crusty skin, and hopefully with a nice pillow flesh on the inside.
Now, there's so much water in this vegetable. What's the optimal amount of time that it should really kind of take on the salt?
No less than 5 minutes, no more than 10. You just want to get a little of the water out. So when you do sear, it can stick to the pan and you get that nice, beautiful golden brown crust that we're looking for.
I love it. So what's next then?
We're gonna also char some corn.
Okay.
We'll move this and put this here. Sorry about that. And then for the corn, all we're gonna do is grab some cooking oil. I like to use Pomace oil.
Now, Pomace oil, for those that are unfamiliar, because you hear it in the restaurant world, not necessarily for a home cook. What's Pomace oil?
So Pomace oil is actually the second pressing of olive oil. So you press olive oil the first time, and that's what produces extra virgin olive oil. You press the pulp a second time, and it produces what's called Pomace oil. Now, the beautiful thing about Pomace oil is it's actually very versatile. You can use it for a high heat sear like we have in this pan. You can saute with it. You can even fry with it. You can make your dressings. You can make your marinades. in all actuality, it's probably the best all-purpose oil to have in the house, and the only one you really need.
I loved how you just said it. It's an all-purpose oil. I think that's really a key takeaway here.
Because a lot of people, will cook with seed oil, canola oil, things like that, and they'll make their dressings with extra virgin olive oil. They'll saute an extra virgin olive oil.
And they don't know the flavor profile, what that's going to do, the impact that it has on the dish. It's the all-purpose. I think that is the
all-purpose. So once you have the oil and the house seasoning on your kernels, pan smoking, little pomace oil. Now you see.
And now we've got this screeching hot here because we want to get that beautiful sear here for our corn here.
But you notice it doesn't smoke like an extra virgin olive oil. That
No,
would already caught on fire.
Yep.
So all you want to do here is just get your corn in the hot skillet. Give it a little press, make sure everything is touching. And honestly, just set it and forget it. Let it go for 5 to 10 minutes so you get that char. Turning them ever so gently to make sure they're all cooked all around, and that's it.
And that's it.
And like I said, you could do this with canned corn if you can't find whole corns on the cob, frozen corn. The idea is just to char the corn to get that deep, rich flavor.
You want that flavor, my friend.
Absolutely.
And we're going to continue cooking our corn to get that flavor that we're talking about. But when we come back, Chef Jay's tip to cut off the kernels the easy way, and we set sail with our zucchini boats ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. We're cooking a dish with origins in my old stomping grounds, the Northeast, Succotash, dating back to Native Americans, but brought to us today by Chef Jay Narvaez from Cellars in Tampa. And he's making alongside salmon and a flotilla of zucchini boats he saw on TikTok. Before the break, we trimmed the ends from the zucchini, cutting them into pieces about a few inches in length, then down the middle and scored the flesh so the seasoning could get all the way in and let them draw the salt and left them so the salt would draw out the water into nice little diamond patterns while we cooked up our corn on the cob, searing them in pomace oil, which was a chef's tip that you were saying is like the most versatile all-purpose oil to have.
Absolutely. It's good for frying, sauteing, baking, marinades, dressings. It's the one-stop shop for oils.
I absolutely love it. All right, so that was a beautiful tip that you had here. So what's going on over here?
All right, so we charred the corn on the cob, and number one problem with making corn on the cob, you want to take it off the cob, is it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show the audience at home simple little trick to get corn off the cob without having it go everywhere.
I love it. So what's this new tip here?
Okay, so first of all, you're going to grab 2 bowls, a large bowl, and then a smaller bowl in the middle. Turn the smaller bowl upside down to have a resting area.
Okay.
Now, first things first, safety first. Cut that little knob off the bottom of the corn so it doesn't go everywhere.
And the reason why he's doing that is now he's got a flat surface to work with. So that way then now, as he turns it upside down, it's safe.
Exactly. You put the corn like this. I like to use a serrated knife.
Okay.
I feel it's much easier to cut the corn off the cob. Nice, gentle strokes, just like this. Now, for those at home, if you don't feel comfortable using a 2-bowl method, you feel like it's going to move on you or you just don't want to get into it, another trick that I like to use is a piece of parchment paper. Or you told me a trick that you use at home is a oven sheet tray.
Yeah.
Same concept. You just want to keep the corn kernels together.
I love that. And look at all that color. I mean,
Look at all the color. That's why we roasted it.
Beautiful color, beautiful texture, and all that flavor. It's just going to be imparted in there.
So it doesn't go everywhere, yet it got a little on the table. And then you take a small bowl out. Take the small bowl out. And then, sorry for the small mess, sorry about that.
Hey, it got stuck over there. It was the steam. It was steam,
stuck.
all right?
That's right. Power of TV.
Power of TV. Plus, I just charred perfectly.
Always for the chef. So now you have your beautifully charred corn off the kernel.
Love it.
Ready to go. So for our second.
So we're going to come to that later.
Put that to the side, let that cool, which we probably should have did so the bowls didn't get stuck.
I love it.
Love it. And then we're going to get the carrots ready. So we have some beautiful heirloom carrots, tricolor, white, orange, and purple.
And all you did was just peel them.
Just give them a nice little peel.
Okay.
And obviously, same sizes cook at the same speed. So we're just going to doctor these, cut them in half again, Like, see, big piece here. So I'll just cut this in half. So that way we have nice uniform pieces that will cook evenly and at the same time in the oven.
Okay, so those are going into the oven because we're not going to use our cast iron skillet here for any of the carrots here.
No, for the carrots, I like a nice, quick, high heat roast. I'm thinking 425.
Okay.
About 10 minutes.
That's it.
That's it. We want them cooked and roasted, but we still want a little texture.
Okay.
So you know, oh, that's a nice carrot.
That's it.
That's
and
a
what
nice
do you do?
carrot.
Just hit it back with that Pomace oil?
A little of the Pomace oil. Make sure it's all evenly coated. And your seasoning. Just like that. Ideally, you'd want to put this in a mixing bowl so that way the seasoning gets dispersed evenly amongst everything.
Okay.
But we're going to do this and cheat because it's one less dish to wash.
It's one less dish. It's
which
easy.
is important for the home cooks.
I have to, hey, everybody can save us some time to make Chef Jay's recipe and see why Sylvester the cat was so obsessed with succotash, the suffering kind specifically. Grab it at our website, dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code in the corner of the screen. All right, so we've got this hot, ripping hot pan over here.
Got our carrots in the oven, 425, 10 minutes.
What do we need to do next then?
So ripping hot pan, remember that zucchini or the squash?
Yep.
That we scored and seasoned. Notice the water coming out?
Look at that one right there. Like, it's like literally dripping and pooling.
Beating water out.
That's literally just, yeah.
Exactly. So what we're gonna do is sear these. Now, another little tip for the folks at home is you always wanna lay the part closer to you down first and have the part away from you fall down. So you're gonna go like this.
Roll. Whoop, you always roll. And you see how that can go. That water and that oil will have some level of a splash happen. And so to be safe, you want to make sure that that's away from you at all times, folks.
Drop forward in and away down. And all we're gonna do is let these sear here and get a nice crust on the bottom for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And the goal is a nice dark golden brown crust on top or on the flesh side and nice pillowy goodness in the middle.
Oh, come on now. Time for us to take another quick break while we let the cast iron do its serious searing again. But when we come back, we see how Chef Jay does the salmon ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, where we're saying succotash needs to be on your menu year-round. In this recipe by Chef Jay Narvaez from Cellars in Tampa, where he recently had it on the menu, and today he's suggesting you serve it with zucchini boats. It's a TikTok thing, or so he says. And we're doing some salmon we're about to cook. Before the break, we took the kernels off of our seared corn cobs using Chef Jay's bowl-on-bowl method for easy cleanup. Then peeled and trimmed some carrots, which we tossed in a little more of the Pomace olive oil and salt and pepper, letting them roast in a hot oven. We had ours jacked up to 425, and for what, about 10 minutes?
10, no more than 15.
That's it.
10
That's all you want to do.
Yep.
While we seared the zucchini boats, which look absolutely stunning, my friend. Like the colors, everything that's happened over there, like.
Great job, Chef. You've done this before?
I helped a little bit on that one, man, because it is a beautiful, beautiful dish.
Thank you
there's
very
something
much.
about having the texture of that, knowing that it's still cooked, but not the mushiness.
Absolutely.
And I love that.
It's texture on the outside, delicious fluffiness on the inside.
I love that. So just a little bit of some cherry tomatoes.
Little cherry tomatoes. If you don't have cherry tomatoes at home, you can also use the half a tomato that you used for the sandwich a couple days ago. Just cut it into chunks. We just want a tomato in there.
Okay.
Same thing, a little Pomace oil, a little house seasoning. We're just gonna give these a quick blast,
Okay.
3 to 5 minutes in the oven just to soften them up.
And that's still going to be set for that 425 because those carrots are in there.
We keep everything at the same. All right, so
All right. And so while the tomatoes go in, how are those carrots looking?
carrots look excellent, Chef. They're gonna come out.
Nice. Oh yeah, look at the colors there on that. We got salmon over here.
Yes, we do. So I will admit I'm in the minority on this camp.
Okay.
I do fish skin off.
Skin off for
Skin
you.
off.
Okay.
I'm in the minority. I know a lot of chefs will tell you skin on.
Yeah.
I will fight that battle myself.
You're gonna die on that hill.
I will die on that.
Why?
hill. I just,
Is it because of the thickness of the fish itself? Is it what?
yeah, it's a couple things. I do believe Most of the time, skin off. Very few times I'm okay with it. It has to be a thin piece of fish where the skin almost melds into the flesh of the fish.
Yeah.
That I enjoy. Anything thicker than an inch, which we have here about an inch and a half piece of salmon, I just take the skin off.
Okay.
Same with grouper, Chilean sea bass, halibut, whatever fish you're doing. If you like fish, fish skin, crispy skin, not opposed to it. Best luck to you. I'm in the minority. I do skin off.
It's hard to really nail. In many ways, many people can't, even at a restaurant level. Sometimes it's just not to that liking of really getting it super crispy that you would think it would be, and it becomes soggy.
And it's another thing to mess up.
Yeah.
Skin gets stuck to the pan, peel it off. Next thing you know, you're losing half the bottom of your fish.
Yeah, and then that presentation is gone and everything.
Yes. So we're gonna put the skin down, presentation side down first. So that would be the top.
So that's the top side, because you can see that gray over here. That's
right.
where that skin would have been. And so the presentation side is the side that right now is getting all of that heat. And what we want here is a beautiful golden crust. And that's why we're going presentation down first. To grab Chef Jay's recipes for everything that he's been making so you can have his salmon, succotash, and squash for your dinner, the ingredients, amounts, and directions are ready to print. They're all at dinnerdeas.com. Scan the QR code in the corner of the screen right now to find us. We've got one last break while this salmon has its turn searing. And when we come back, the secrets to successful succotash serve. Ahead on Dinner Deas. Welcome back to Dinner Deas, where we're serving up seafood today with a special side of succotash. Thanks to Chef Jay Narvaez from Cellars in Tampa. Before the break, we tossed some grape tomatoes with the pomace oil, a little salt and pepper, and got them into the oven, taking our carrots out to let them cool while we cooked up salmon in our nonstick pan. And Chef Jay, you do prefer it, and I can see the reason why, skin off. Gave it a flip during the break when Chef Jay also diced up those carrots. And I mean, the salmon over here, beautiful crust.
Great.
Beautiful
Diced up
crust.
on the carrots.
Carrots, absolutely stunning.
And then in the bowl with the charred corn, we have the carrots that we just chopped up into coin size or bite-sized pieces. The tomatoes that came fresh out of the oven.
So you're kind of matching the size off of the carrots off of the tomato there.
Exactly.
So that way it's a uniform cut there.
And then some raw white onion and raw red pepper.
Very interesting. Okay.
And we did that for texture because we have the carrots that are cooked, the tomatoes that are cooked, and the corn that is roasted. The tomatoes and the carrots are, because they're cooked, they're a little softer. I went with raw onion and raw pepper for that texture.
And you're also going to have a sharpness within that bite too.
Absolutely.
That raw onion bite is going to also infuse a unique flavor profile into it.
So once it's all mixed up, and you can build this ahead of time, you can roast your vegetables ahead of time and have the succotash made ready to go. And then when wife and kids come in, the time to make dinner, all we're gonna do here is get a little pan, grab some of this succotash, just to heat it up so it's nice and hot for dinner time. We'll saute, and I like to add moisture to it so it's not dried out. I have some house-made veggie stock, which you can make with onion scraps, pepper scraps, carrots, celery scraps, all your vegetable scraps.
Nice.
And herb scraps. Just, bring it to a simmer, make a vegetable stock, or you could use water.
Okay.
I think veggie stock just has
You can have a little bit more flavor. Anyone who says like, I can use some water, I gotta say, I'm gonna die on that hill.
You can use water.
Get a good stock and just use the
Get
stock.
a good stock. So you see how we have a little liquid in there? Just to bring everything together.
And you could already start seeing it already evaporate out so much there.
You
So
just
it's
want
really just very quick
to bring it all together. And then while that goes, forgot we have the squash in the oven to heat that up.
Oh yeah, we did.
Get nice.
We dropped that zucchini back into the oven, keep it nice and warm for it there while this kind of cooks down a little bit. Hot, I can see it sizzling from that bottom side there.
Yeah.
That's plating time.
Plating time. You ready, Chef?
Let's go.
All right, so you can take a little of your your succotash, and hold it to the side so you don't get all that liquid. And then nice down the pipe.
Okay.
Put that together.
Tighten that up.
Tighten
all right.
that up. Old habits, hard to die.
The restaurant comes in. To
Restaurant comes in. Gonna grab one of our zucchini boats, pillows, as seen on TikTok.
Love
Do
it.
a little off-centered.
Very cool. So you just go opposite sides,
Opposite
top into the
sides,
bottom of
yeah.
it.
And then your salmon, great cook, chef.
Why? Hey, good teacher.
A little right in the middle, off-centered.
Oh, look at that.
And then old habits die hard. Little microgreens.
Little microgreens action.
So this is actually going to be some micro mustard.
Okay.
I found out a very long time ago that salmon and mustard go well together,
Yeah,
oddly.
it does. Yeah, it does.
So, and then for TV,
Little edible flower over
little
here.
edible flowers.
Now, where are you getting edible flowers from? You've got a purveyor for that, but if anyone's looking for it at home, any good tips?
I believe Whole Foods sells them.
Whole Foods, sometimes I see them there.
Whole Foods sells them. What else? Sprouts. I've
Yeah.
seen them in Sprouts earlier
Right
this
on.
morning. So again, this is old habits die hard. But if you want to jazz up the plate at home and impress, you get yourself some edible
I mean,
flowers.
Look at how it just dances on a plate like that right
And
there.
look at all the beautiful bright colors. Yellow, red, green, orange of the salmon, green from the greens, and we are ready to go.
It looks absolutely stunning. I've got to get a fork for this one here. Thanks to Chef Jay. The recipes for his Succotash salmon and zucchini boat idea for dinner are at our website, dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code down there to find us. We also have a link to Cellars where you can try out his cooking for yourself. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with another idea for dinner, as we call Dinner DeeAs.
Mind if I join?